Have you forgot your zip file password? Don't be worried, because in this video I'm going to show you how to open your zip file password using Python programming language. So this project is for beginner and also it is for education purpose only. Now hit the like button and subscribe button and let's start the project. So as you see here, I have the photo folder here, okay, that I have some file within this folder, and I'm going to create a zip file from this. So I will go to add archive and then zip, and I'm going to set a password for this file. It is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and also I'm going to enable zip legacy encryption, and let's hit OK, and again OK. So now the zip file is created and it's protected with zip with password. Okay, now if I try to open one of these files within this one of these images, as you see we have the password here. Okay, now I'm going to try 1 2 3 4 5 and hit OK. You see it is incorrect, and this time I'm going to go with 1 2 3 4 5 6 and hit OK, and you see that we have the image here. Cool, right? Now let's go to our IDE, and within here I'm going to create a file, a Python file. It is going to be crackzip.py and hit enter. So now I have the file here. I'm going to start typing my script here, and then you will see that how we can crack the zip file password. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to import the library. The library that I'm going to use is called zip file. So first let's import zip file, and then the zip file path is going to be equal to, what is the zip file path? It is photo.zip, right? And now in this part I'm going to show you how to crack zip file password, that password saved in a list. And later I will show you how to crack the zip file password that read the data or content from a file. Okay, now let's create a password. It's equal to the list of passwords. Okay, so here we have password 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5, and let me, this is some password that I put it here. Okay, I'm going to create a function. It's going to be brute force the zip. So for this we need two things. One of them is the zip file path, and also we need the password. Okay, so the passwords is a list, so we will come and check within this list, and if it is equal to the zip file that we have, then it will crack it. Okay, so let's use a for loop here for password in passwords, and within this for loop I'm going to use a try and except here. Okay, zip file dot extract all, it is a function that will start extracting. So you will use pwd that will give you the exact location of the passwords. Okay, so we can use encode here. So after that I'm going to go with a print statement, and it will go that password found, and the password is within the password. Okay, so we have the password here, and within here I can print that. When you found the password, then you return true, and later we will print that. Okay, we'll handle it. And let's go with an exception here. So the exception we are going to have too many exception is going to be a bit complicated. Okay, so let's go with a runtime error, the first exception that we are going to use as E. So it is at the error, and within here I'm going to print this, and let's say that the error is maybe it is a bad zip file. Okay, and we can print the error as E, that we have it here. Cool, right? And after that we can use a break statement here. So let's use it break. And I'm going to go with another exception. This exception is going to be the zip file dot large zip file. Okay, as E again. Let's print another statement, and this time it's going to be error large zip file, and let's print the E here. Okay, and again let's use break. So if it have this kind of exception, then it will break and it will stop the program. And again, it's going to be maybe the zip file not found or something else. So zip file.error, if any error as E, then let's go with another statement. This statement is going to be error, and let's print it. Okay, so zip file error, and let's print the error as you see that here, E. Okay, so we have 3 exceptions here, and I'm going to use break statement here. Let me use another one, and this one is going to be a general exception. Okay, so it's going to be just exception as E again. Let's print that here, filled with password, and then give the password that we have it here. Okay, and also the error is going to be E. So it will tell me that filled with password, then give me the password, and then it will give me the error, and then hit continue. So, and out of this exception or tries, let's print another one, that password not found. Okay, if the password did not found, you didn't need to go to some other kind of or stop the program. We just need to print a statement. It's going to be password not found and return false. And now that we have it, okay, this function will return 2 things. Okay, 1 thing actually, maybe true, maybe false. If it is true, then it founds the password. Okay, if it is false, then it will give you the password not found. Okay, let's create another function. This function is called main, and within here I'm going to use try with zip file with capital Z now and capital F here. And within here, I'm going to provide the zip file path as zip, okay, as zip file. Here within this, I'm going to call the function that I created that is called brute-force zip, okay. So as you see, we have 2 arguments. One of them is zip file, the other one is the password. So whenever you call the function, you need to provide these 2 arguments. So zip file and the password here. Okay, and let's go with an except here. So what kind of exception could be happened? The file not found error could be happened. Maybe the zip file or the zip file may be not found. Okay, if so, then we were going to have an error here. So the error is going to be zip file not found, something like this. Okay, let me handle 2 more exception. This one is going to be zip file.bad zip file. Okay, and I'm going to print another error here, and this one is going to be error. So this one is going to be invalid zip file. Okay, and one more exception here. This time it's going to be a general exception as E. And within here, I'm going to print this kind of statement, okay? And it is going to be an unexpected error occurred. And I'm going to print that error here, okay? E. So perfect. Now we have all the exception here that is called. And let's use an if statement. If name is equal to main, then let's call the function that is called main. Okay, so now I think I have an error here. Instead of in runtime error, instead of break, I'm going to use continue, and also I'm going to change the print statement here. Okay, just we can have just an error here. Okay, that is nice of it. So now let's go and run the program. Okay, so I'm going to type Python, name of the file is crackzip.py, and hit enter. So the first 2 password is not the correct password, so it is giving me error, bad password for the file. And now it is time for the 3rd password. Okay, so let's see if it is going to find it or not. As you see right now, password found, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so in this case, we used the password that was within the script. Now it is time to go create a file and save all the password. Create a password list file. Okay, it's going to be passwords.txt. I'm going to have some passwords here: 1, 2, 3, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are some passwords that I am going to store it here. And now let's go back here, and instead of using the password within our script, I'm going to use another file, an external file, and I'm going to store my password within them. And let's go and start cracking the zip file password from this file. Okay, so first I'm going to have the password file path. Okay, so what is the path? The path is passwords.txt. Okay, so now within this, I'm going to create a function. This function is going to be for reading the password from the file, okay, that we have. So I will create it by the name of read password from file, and within this, we need to provide the file path, okay? And within this function, we need to read the password from this file. So let's use try here with open. Open function will open the file for you, and let's use a mode here. It's R. R means read it, okay, as file. So we alias it as file here, okay. So passwords is going to be equal to file.read and .split lines. Okay, so within here we just have the password. So file.read.split lines, it gives me the password, and then I will return the password from here. So it is the try part, and it's time to go with the exception. So within the exception, it's going to be some kind of a general exception. If happened, then we can handle it here. So as E, and let's go with an exception here, okay? And maybe file not found error occurs. So for that, I'm going to print this kind of statement: error file not found, or passwords file not found, okay? Then I can give the file path here, so it will give me path for the file that I already provided. So it will give me that password file, passwords.txt not found, something like that, and then we can return an empty list here. And also I'm going to go with another exception. This exception is going to be a general exception as E, and within here I'm going to print that some kind of error occurred and an unexpected error occurred while reading password. And let's print the error here. And again, I can return an empty list here. Cool, right? Now it is time to go to the main function and handle this, okay? So within this main function, I'm going to call the function that we just created, okay? So the password is going to be equal to read password from the file. It will read it, and we can provide the path, which is going to be password file path. And within this, I can check if the passwords, then if it is true, that means if it is already found, then we can go with all this try and except here, okay? So now it is completed, I think, and let's go and run this and see what is going to happen here. So the first three password is not the correct password, and we don't have it. So now it is time to go for the last one, which is the fourth password, and let's see if is it going to find it or not. Okay, as you see right now, the password found, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it was the easiest way of cracking a password a zip file password, and I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video. If you do so, please subscribe to the channel and also hit the like button. So see you in the next project.